announce seasons. I want to ask somebody who is up to 40 years. Since you were born and now you are 40, or now that you are 30, what knowledge is in your hand like a ring? Something you wake up in the morning and you say, this is something I should mind. Whether you know it from learning or from pen, what do you know? There are some lessons we learn from pen, and there are some we learn from learning. There are some we also learn from experience. The more I live, the more I know the power of light. Because if there is no light, there can't be change of season. When Israel came, when God wanted to introduce grace and truth, to end the time of the law, he brought Jesus. And Jesus depended on strength of light to brought the dispensation of grace and truth. Now, dispensation of vengeance is coming. It can only be introduced by the Father of light. That means a fight is before us. A fight of faith is before us. A fight of ideology. A church that is doomed should look for light. And then we should tell them that whatever that make church is late. That they should buy into new ideology, and they will not. That God is no longer looking for sons to raise, because he brought his son and then he made us sons. But God is tired of raising sons. He wants to raise people that are like him, not people who are like Jesus. He wants to raise people like the Lion of Judah he is, the one coming back. So the attention is not on the person who came before. The attention is on the person that is coming. The attention is not scattering the gospel of the Lamb. The attention is to preach the everlasting gospel of the Lion. Somebody is saying Jesus will come back the second time. And then he's saying the emphasis is to preach the gospel of the Lamb. How? Let me explain something to you. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever gone to your father, or you sat down with your brothers, and you both sat down and you say, and you see how they reason? Now my question to you is that way they reason, does it represent the future? Or you're saying that God will ignore it? That way they are. I am going to come to nature now. That way they are. You look at somebody the way somebody is, and you don't want that thing, the way that person is, to control how you relate to that person. You ignore the way that person is. And you're telling God to bless the person. How? Is it not the shape we have that means what we attract and keep? Genesis chapter 1 verse 14. If Ogun is trying to have about 19 universities, what will happen if people from Ogun are getting PhD in all the courses, PhD in nursing, PhD in electrical engineering, PhD in law, PhD in this, in another 10 years, and then some other tribes are not going to school at all? Excuse me, have you gone to Ladegbo? Has you gone to Ladegbo? And the evening come like this, and the Igbo boys come out of Mbuka shops. Are they not like the sand? Have you seen them before? Where there's a Mbuka in Lagos? Is it Ladegbo now? Have you seen where it is 6 o'clock in the evening and they come out of Mbuka? When you see them coming like Termite that is doing nocturnal that are doing wedding. Excuse me, that number that come there, does it not represent destruction? Nothing. Nothing will come from Buka shop where the destiny of Igbos are damaged. Nothing good. You see a boy, arrogant. When you ask him for a small amount of money, he doesn't have. How can darkness produce good? How can broken personalities? This boy, what you call Buka is a place that is a car, something like an exhaust of a bus fell. These boys use fuel to wash it, and they beat it and start selling it. That is what a boy want to use his whole life to do. Shameful. I want to ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Some of the mini jobs you see people doing in the street, mini what? Jobs you see people doing in the street, it's not because he didn't go to school. Does a young girl finish cardiology? That this girl has ability to open a lady's heart. Does she have ability to finish cardiology and go to start saloon? Or start doing POS from cardiology? That's my question. Does she finish cardiology and start fixing nail? Does she do PhD in law and start running saloon? Satan must wound people, block their brain before they can go to certain jobs. People must be disconnected from the value of brightness. You see, because the darkness disconnects you from future and then retire you to where somebody is selling onubu inside the market. Because that place you're selling onubu, there are people you meet there. Only some kind of people. Don't forget that some people don't buy anything in the market. They don't, even onubu, they go to supermarket. They buy it from clean places, not open place. Now, can I tell you something? There are some places you don't sit down when the light of God shines very well in your heart. Let me say it again. I said there are some places you don't sit down. Listen, when you come there, you'll be very, very angry. In the first place, nothing connects you to that place. What you have become does not allow you. You say you're looking for money. How can great men look for money? Look for money how? Money go to people. Money is a small quality. I say money is what? It's a small quality that go to men that have power to keep it. And someone says looking for it. How? How will you get it? You went to the market up there, open a small shop, and sat there all day. How much are you getting? A divine being like you? If you use your life to look for money, then you have made money bigger than you. And money, if any human being make money bigger than him, the person have died. Look at small money that you're making bigger than you. How can a divine person use his life to look for something that is perishable? Don't forget that what you look for represents your destiny. I told you, listen, somebody called me yesterday, said, Shepherd, he said, they walk in Galilee. He said, too much money, look, I mean, too much money. Say, how can the church have too much money? I was laughing. It's not too much money, it's a breath. The last millennium cannot be declared, cannot be. The last millennium cannot be declared until another light shines. Not the light of the lamp. It's the light of the lion that will declare it. Because if there is no new light, season can't change. When you say change of season, it's also talking about change of destiny. We don't win by fighting, we win by becoming. By becoming. You take things you're worthy to have. When you lie down, they come to me. There are some things I must have. When I come down from here, it will come to me naturally. I told God that I was going to bless you. It's a must. It's in my heart. It's in my heart to change somebody. You see, because I'm already blessed. Excuse me, it's not about things I have. It's about what I know and what I have become already. I say what I have. Yes, what I have become. You can't see becoming. There's a becoming. There is something that I've told Kennedy there to do. That I said, why God depended on the lamb to establish the heavenly kingdom. He will use the nature of the lion to establish the eighth kingdom. Leave it on the script. I want everybody to look at that. There are two things three things I want us to look at in that board. Number one, God cares about nature. If you want to go far in life, know the way you are. You have to know the way you are. Knowing the way you are help you to know what your future look like. And then please, whether you care about the way you are or not, God will always care about the way you are, because he cannot relate with you without caring about the way you are. The attention he gives to you is controlled by the nature he first gave you. Now, lamb has a nature, and then that nature enabled the lamb to establish a kind of kingdom. Now, when God wanted to establish an eighth kingdom, he knew that the nature of the lamb cannot do that. So he took another nature of lion to achieve eighth kingdom. So there are two natures there for two achievements. Now, please hear this. The nature we have is far more important than the prayer we are praying. Don't ask to give somebody something without considering the nature of that person. Now, all the people who are saying that the lamb nature should come back to establish an eighth kingdom, are they right? Huh?